Hey, beautiful souls. Today I want to talk about the concept of how we can deal with difficult people. Difficult people meaning that somehow they manage to make us feel less than after an interaction, or we feel drained, or maybe there was just a confrontation or argument in the past and we would rather just not deal with them. Um, Unfortunately, there are circumstances and situations where we are forced to interact with these individuals. And I had to go have a check in with spirit because the question is, how do we show up in the best that we are? And the answer I got was so pure and simple. The words this radiated, um, it was a quote. Today I will greet this day with love in my heart. It's actually the first line of the scrolls within the book of The Greatest Salesman in the World. Fantastic book. If you haven't read it, definitely recommend it. So at that point, I was like, okay, all right, I get that, right? Today I'll greet this day with love in my heart. Then I asked for a little bit more elaboration. And the image that came was this beautiful, like, beam of ray and love that just like pours out of us. And it was almost like it acted as the safeguard and shield. The words I heard after that was to show up in the authenticity of that which we are. Well, what is that of which we are? Well, we are part of the divine. What's the divine? The divine is part of the love and light. Love and light is the divine. Divine is love and light, all of which is a part of us. Then the dots started to connect. Because as humans, our first initial reaction is to distance ourselves or retract or safeguard our energy in fear of it being trampled on or manipulated or abused, right? Just to safeguard our energy. That's a normal reaction. But yet here Spirit saying, no, please show up in all that you are. And the beautiful part about that is not only do we, it was like it's a service. It's a service to shed light where there's an absence of it. And I'm not talking about necessarily even the individual, but the relationship between you and that individual. I think the hardest part for us as humans is that we will have a tendency to go into old habitual ways. Therefore, I mean, the answer is very simple, but can we embody that? And that includes that when we go in, if there's something that's said that triggers us, the quick reaction would be to drop that light and to try to protect ourselves. However, Spirit is there, like confirming that almost acts as a lack of faith, I guess. Because once we can truly embody this, there's no need to drop that light because it can't penetrate. It's remembering the essence of who you are. And in that moment, these difficult people can no longer have an effect on us. And in doing so, the whole interaction, the whole situation, the whole circumstance actually has the ability to change radically in our favor. It's just a matter of us believing it and being able to change the perspective, to embody that as we walk into that situation. And by chance, if out of old habitual ways for the other person, something is said to try to trigger you, do you drop that light or do you continue to hold that light? Continue standing in your truth and in all that which you are. There is no reason for us to hinder or retract. And I thought that was absolutely beautiful. And I know many of us, all of us, have at least one person in our life that we have to have some kind of engagement with at some point in our life. And we would just rather not. So I thought, what a great thing. And I wanted to share because I would love to challenge you guys to implement that, to try that, is to rise above the ego for a moment and remembering the essence of who we really are. There's no reason to retract. So much love. Let me know if it works for you guys. I know it's worked for me. It takes a deliberate, conscious effort to stay in that energy. But it's been an amazing tool within some of my interactions. So wanted to share that. I hope it helps somebody. So much love, guys. Until next time.